The Trinidad and Tobago Police Services Community Conflict Resolution Center is an initiative established through the St. Joseph Police Youth Club, offering various alternative dispute resolution services to the citizens of TNT free of charge. But what is mediation and alternative dispute resolution? In this series, we introduce and chat with the persons involved in the Community Conflict Resolution Center's work to get a better understanding of this crime preventative measure, which is creating a buzz across Trinidad and Tobago and the TTPS. Welcome to Meet the Mediators.
So we would have recently put out a call for volunteers. The response was really overwhelming. We received, I believe, 181 persons signing up, and that's actually at the point that we had to close the form.
There is a mediation board and there is a mediation act to which, governs the profession. As far as your experience goes, that will depend on the individual and how they take on the profession and how much they ingest the tenets of mediation.
Thus far, our volunteer interests, they have been going through what we call the second phase of the onboarding process, and that entails the vetting. We have to ensure that all of the persons that are coming to volunteer with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, that we check them out, so to speak. We have to ensure that they what they are saying and presenting is factual, because we did request particular areas of study or professionals in particular fields. So, of course, they are coming with their own training and experience.
There are many people that can do the exam because there is a course. There are courses to do, and there are contact hours and required. However, like any other profession, you can have those that go through all the formalities and yet they are not ready because they have not applied themselves. So that really depends on the person and how they approach it and how they want to function within it.
However, when this vetting phase is completed, when we move on to stage 3 of the onboarding process, that will require them to be submitted to an orientation where they would be told all of the parameters that they would be operating under in this particular system that we've created in the TTPS, as well as some of the reminded of some of the confidentiality pillars and paradigms that we operate under.
All files are kept under strict confidential guidelines and can only be accessed by our case manager and filing staff.
They would be given a retraining or refresher in the different areas. So the counseling, the mediation, the social workers, etc. We'd all go through a refresher before they can start interacting with the clients at the center.
So some of the information that's required before accessing any service from the center may be counseling or mediation. It would be the parties that are involved, the type of issue that the parties are facing, and then they would be guided accordingly based on that.
We've tried to ensure that all of our officers and our stations are informed and up to date with what's happening at the center. Of course, the aim of that is to ensure that they can advise persons well. They can refer clients that may be a little bit out of what the traditional policing duties may require. We want to ensure that they know that there is support in the TTPS in all of the different areas. And in this particular area, the center has been formed to support in the area of mediation. And we have started receiving those referrals from some of our stations. Some of the sergeants and corporals have been sending persons to the center. Some of the basic land issues and custody arrangements with children, we have already been receiving some of those referrals. And so far, the system has been working well.
Thank you for joining us for this episode in our Meet the Mediators series. Join us again next week for another informative installment. If you have any questions about alternative dispute resolution, feel free to leave them in the comments section or send us an email to communityconflictsresolution@gmail.com.